Hi, everybody. Let me adjust my camera. How was everybody's weekend and how was your booking frenzy? I see in the chat I have Lori, Heather, and Marianne. Hello. Give me a like, you guys. And I am excited, you guys. If you Teacher Lori had the first comment up there. I am answering questions from her teacher tag today on go subscribe to her channel. She's trying to start a new hashtag. I'll get to that in a minute. Heather, I see in the chat, got accepted at Cambly. Congratulations, Heather. I actually thought about opening up with them today. I almost did. I'll explain that too. So my weekend was busy, would be an understatement. Of course, I work Saturday and Sunday doing teaching. I have a side tutor job. I'm their backup tutor, so I don't tutor every weekend, but I tutored this past weekend. And my son had a soccer game an hour and a half away, and it took longer than an hour and a half to get home because traffic was so bad. That took up like the whole day yesterday. I didn't even get to work with my daughter on her project. Yeah, I'm behind in life. I'm not even like up to date on regular life, laundry and everything. Yeah. Hey, Kim. Kim's here. So, yeah, Heather's working at Cambly. I didn't know my schedule kind of changed this week. So, oh, hi, Laura. All right. Oh, and Tim. All right, I have a lot of people here today. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so my schedule changed. I'm on Eastern time, so I had the 8:39 and 9:30 closed because I'm getting ready. My daughter is getting ready to change her schedule. She's going to add another class, which is wonderful. She feels like she can handle it and do it, and we got approval. So I didn't know when that would start. So I had to have those 3 slots closed, but it's not starting this week. So I just opened those slots up on Saturday. So that's kind of frustrating. It wasn't open for the frenzy. So actually the 8:30 booked. It booked Saturday, and then the 9 booked short notice. The 9:30 did not. So I don't think I could do the total short notice thing that I think Tim, you do that, and Danny does that because when I just open some short notices, they don't all book. So I'm hoping they book because I know you guys have been complaining that the last hour isn't booking. It actually has been booking for me, like when I do it ahead of time. I even turned down some priority booking requests, which was, frustrating. And then again, this week, the weekend coming up, my schedule changed too. We're having a tournament, but the time changed. So I opened up some slots that weren't open. They haven't booked yet, but the weekends usually do. So, anyways, yeah, I'm going to kind of be light on the last 3 slots all week because I didn't open them last week. So I hope I get the schedule soon because I had to close them for next week. And the booking frenzy just happened last night. How was your booking frenzy? I had 45 when I woke up this morning, which was wonderful. Oh, thank you, Marianne. Yeah. Okay. Kim posted the schedule. There's a whole bunch of us that go live every day. So this is our way of community when you work online. So yeah, so many people say you're isolated when you work online, but I have you guys, so I don't feel isolated. I very rarely get short notice. Okay. I always like if a slot doesn't book, I leave it open short notice. Actually, every single slot I open gets opened as a short notice from the get-go. So sometimes they book, sometimes they don't, but I've been more full lately, which is wonderful. I think now I've been a teacher for a year. I've had time to build up regulars. I feel like I've also grown as a teacher. Yeah, tried a full week and I got less bookings. Heather tried a full week of short notice. Okay, I also calculated like if I open 9 slots short notice and 8 of them book, with the short notice pay, or I open like the week before and 9 of them book, I come out ahead with 9 of them booking without the short notice pay. So to me, it's not worth it yet. If I knew they would all book, I would do it eventually. Maybe I'll eventually do what Tim and Danny do. Online. Okay. Tim said he's online teacher dude. If you guys don't know, have you ever done Instagram? I'm not on Instagram. Community. Maybe I should get on. Yeah. I'm just afraid of having too much to distract me. Okay. Mine is not totally booked, but I'm getting 4 to 5 bookings per day this week. Last week it was 3. Yeah. All right. I also saw some chatter, you guys saying that VIPKID raised its prices. I'm just relaying to you guys what I've seen other people say. I don't know anything about this myself, but that is scary if bookings go downhill. And you guys, I know I've said it before. Kim talked about this in her last live. This is why I diversify. I also have GoGoKid as a backup. I have Cambly as a backup. They don't pay very well, so they are like backup, backup, backup. If my 9 o'clock didn't book today, I was going to open Cambly for an hour. Okay, Laura's on Instagram. If any of you are, go find her there. Yeah. Anyways, and how was the frenzy in your weekend, everybody? The public schools are offering free conversation classes for free. All right, that is scary. Oh, I know what else is going to say. I not only diversify within online teaching, I have other gigs, and I'm planning on applying to iTutor in November when we lose 2 hours for me, because I'm not getting up earlier, when we lose the last hour plus daylight savings. Everybody tell friends. Oh, yes, you guys, I'm 2 subscribers away from 100. I just need 2 more people, and then I'll do a giveaway. I'll get to that in a little bit. Yeah, so not only do I have online teaching, I also freelance. I don't do that as often because I actually like the online teaching better. I can be home. But I work 2 days, Thursday and Friday. I freelanced, and I know they want to get me back on the schedule. I also have substitute teaching to fall back on, which if all else fails, I get paid the least. Plus, you guys know substitute teaching is a hard job. You remember being a kid with your subs. Oh, teacher Lori just subscribed. Thank you. So I have 99 now. Yes. Thank you, you guys. 99. Heather's going to apply with other companies. Okay. All right. So you guys, substitute teach back up to the backup. Haha. Yeah. I have to at least do it once this year. If you go a whole year without substitute teaching, you get off the list, and it's like a grueling process. Like, you have to go to a workshop, you have to get fingerprinted. It's a lot. So I got to do it once so I stay on the list. But yeah. Interview. Okay. You guys are talking. All right. So those of you who are new, if you're talking directly to me, write in all caps, because lots of times people are just talking to each other in the chat, which is fine. I like doing that at other people's lives too. So that way I know if you're talking to me or if you're talking to other people, just generally chatting with people. Okay. So Lori wanted to start. She didn't really find any online teacher tags, and she couldn't find any, so she wanted to start one. So, and I also have Tanya in the chat. Hello, Tanya. Okay, so I just want to say, Lori, there was sort of an online teacher tag going around. I say sort of because there was a hashtag called #ITeachToo. It was actually for brick and mortar teachers, but teacher Dawn, she works for VIPKID and also GoGoKid. She kind of reworded the questions for online teachers, and some of us did that. I do have a video called #ITeachToo. Wasn't one of my best videos, you guys. I did that video like real quick in the late afternoon when I was tired. Like, teacher Dawn was having a contest. If you do the video, you could enter the contest. So I did it real quick. My family, of course, your family's honest with you, said I was really monotone in that video. So anyways, actually, some of Lori's questions are some of the questions that were in that video. So there's sort of that hashtag #ITeachToo. Some people did an online version. It was mostly GoGoKid teachers. Okay. And all right, so I'm going to go through Lori's questions. And those of you who have been coming to my lives for a while and know me, some of this might be repeat you already know, but bear with me. I'll answer the questions for people that don't know me. All right. So the first question is, where are you from? I am from and still live in the DC metro area, Northern Virginia. Okay, how long have you been a VIPKid teacher? 1 year. I just did a video in August, 1 year of online teaching. I started with GoGoKid and a week later started with VIPKid. Okay, did you get booked immediately? Sort of. I say sort of because I did get 2 bookings like right away, which was awesome. Downside, the first 2 bookings I had problems with my internet, ended up being a no-show. I did end up having the cable company come out, fix the problem. I then submitted all the paperwork to VIPKid and got soft cancellations, but those were my first 2 bookings, and then after that, I had trouble getting bookings. I ended up opening up all-nighters, which people say to do if you have trouble booking. I also started taking workshops, and I did notice things got a little better after workshops. So I believe that rumor is true. But when I first opened overnights, I would get like a 1 a.m. here. My very first student was Harvey. I remember at 1 a.m. or like a 2 a.m. there. But it wasn't till the Mid-Autumn Festival last year that my overnights boomed, because the students were off school and I was still freelancing as my primary job, but my freelance job for that just so happened for that week were slow. So I opened all night for I did 2 weeks of overnights, which I was burned out. I have a video on my channel called Exploding Bookings. That was like after I'd done 2 weeks and was going to scale back, but it's wonderful. Tim says that happens so often, Kelly. Okay. I'm not sure, since I read it later, I'm not sure what you're referring to exactly. Yeah, give me more details in the chat. Yeah, so I got all overnighters, and that I think is when I crossed over from like having no bookings to finally being like mostly fully booked. And ever since then, I scaled back my schedule to what I want to work. All right. What hours do you typically work? I work 5 to 10 a.m. Eastern time, 6 or 7 days a week. I'm trying to start taking a day off, but I didn't do that this week because 2 weeks, when you're opening your schedule, you think I can make money, but then 2 weeks when you go to teach, you're like, I'm tired, I need a day off. Okay, what is your typical outfit of the day? Okay, I answered this in my I Teach Too video, and my family thought the way I worded it was very funny. Okay, so I look very professional on the top, like a mullet. Party on the business on the top, party on the bottom. I have sweatpants or yoga pants, something comfortable for sitting in this chair. Sometimes the pajama pants I wore the night before. Yeah, that's what I wear. Okay, Anne, are you a brick and mortar teacher? No, but I have been a substitute teacher. Like a mullet. Yeah, I have been a substitute teacher. So who are your favorite YouTube, Snapchat teachers? You guys, all of you guys that are here. I like to watch videos and get ideas from other people. There's a whole crew of us Monday through Saturday that go live. Okay, so since there's so many of you that I watch, the very first YouTuber I became friends with was Danny. And I started going to her live streams. And then I think, Evelyn, you were like the second one I met. And then I met the rest of you. The rest is history. Are you team Meg, Mike, or Dino? Definitely Dino. Who doesn't love Dino? Yes. All right. And why did you decide to join VIPKid and become an online teacher? All right. I've definitely told this story before, but for those who are new, I really, really, really needed a work from home job. I was working on a project at the company I still freelance with where it was from home, and that was wonderful while it lasted. And then the project ended. They didn't have any more of that specific project where I could do it from home. I looked for a long time. I even applied to VIPKid and got rejected, but I kept doing the outside the work home. And that's why I work so hard to get this job, because I really needed a work from home job. This has been wonderful. After VIPKID rejected me, I looked into other things to do from home. A lot of the at-home jobs pay about half as much as this one does. So, yeah, I really, really needed an at-home job. And I really love the job now that I'm here. Like, I love the students. I love, it makes you, sometimes you have to fake a smile, but then the outside, I feel like the inside catches up to the outside, even if you're faking it. So, then you do get happier because you have to fake being happy. So it's been good. I like it. Okay. What is your most used prop? That's hard to say because I use a lot of okay, the ones that I keep the closest to me are going to be, of course, I use Dino a lot. Of course, my Megan mic, they're not real Megan mics, but these work. I feel like you can use a fake Megan mic, but you can't use a fake Dino. I use present a lot, car, like taxi or bus. I have food nearby too. Of course, everybody uses a whiteboard, flashcards. Let's see. What advice do you have for anyone thinking about joining VIPKID? Okay, it really is legit. A lot of people don't realize that it is like great money for an at-home job. Don't be scared. It's not an MLM. A lot of people get scared of that. And it is so wonderful. You can make, money and be able to stay home with your kids. It is the best of both worlds. So my advice is it's worth it. It's worth it, even though that hiring process is grueling. It's worth it in the end. And my other advice is you got to do a few things in the beginning that you won't have to do long term, like opening, all night. Let's see. What is your best teaching tip? Okay, you guys. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I got this tip from teacher Mary Clayson. Hold on, I'm going to write her. Hold on. I will put her channel in the chat. I'm going to put Lori's in the chat too. I got this from her. She has some really, really good videos. They're a little bit older, maybe like a year old. She has some great videos on teaching level 3 and, the bird and mammals unit. That can be a little hard for the kid. And the bird and mammal unit, and also the unit where you're talking about how animals move. She gave me this tip. I use it all the time, and I've even started using it for other levels. The kids don't know. Sorry. Sometimes getting them the noun and verb agreement is really hard for them. This tip is wonderful. Give me a second to write. Okay. So, only one gets an F. It gets an S. Only one of them gets an S. Chickens live or chicken lives. This helps a lot because I used to say chicken's like an it lives, but it still would be hard for them to get. That was the best teaching tip I ever got, teacher Mary. Heather doesn't like that level. You don't like level 3, or you don't like the mammals and bird lessons? So much information. I know. It's a little hard for them to get. Yeah, I like level 3, but yeah, it's hard for them to get. Yeah. What does your morning routine look like? Yeah, it is. I use that all the time, Marianne. My morning routine, I get up, get ready, get dressed, or at least at the top. Yeah, hair, makeup, and then get ready for, sit down. Sometimes, you guys, as soon as I'm done teaching, I am tired of this desk and I just want to be away and I don't come back. So sometimes I'll even wake up a few minutes earlier if I know I need to clean my classroom, because I don't want to do that when it's over. Yeah. And what is your favorite course to teach? Okay, in general, I like 4s and 5s. I like the upper levels where you can really talk to them and like have a conversation. I do teach 6 and 7. The reason I don't put them on the list as my favorite is because I haven't taught that many of them. I don't get booked for them that often in order to say they're my favorites. And one downside with some of the level 6 and 7s, of course, not all, some of them can be a little arrogant and don't take correction well and don't like to repeat the red words. They'll just start talking over you. So I feel like the 4s and 5s can converse with you, but they're still young enough that you can correct them, and they don't know everything or they don't act like they know everything, you know? Okay. What is your least favorite course to teach? Okay, even though I said 4 and 5 in general was my favorite, my least favorite course to teach is actually in level 5. I hate teaching the vocabulary word bat droppings. I don't know why. Like, I literally have said to kids when the slide gets here, I'm sorry I have to teach this to you, droppings. I'm not sure if they're going to come to America and they're going to use the word bat droppings. I doubt it. I really hate. And then, you know, I had one student like color the slide when she figured out what it was. I was like, yeah, I don't really want to see bat poop either. So, yeah, that is my least favorite course, teaching bat droppings. Yeah, mosquitoes and bed bugs. I hate those courses too. I hate especially teaching about the bed bugs and especially in the mosquitoes. Yes, bat droppings is like in with that whole course thing. That that bug unit. Yeah, I hate it. Do you have a poop emoji pillow? Great idea. I don't, but actually not a pillow, but I do have. I got this from a birthday party. Okay, so I do have this. This is from a birthday party. I have a friend who posted online that her child had an emoji birthday party. So then I asked her on Facebook, "Oh, can I have all that stuff when you're done?" And she gave it to me. So I have a bunch of the birthday party stuff. These were like plates from the birthday party. So I do have that. That is a good idea, Heather. Yeah. Tanya said, I'm deathly afraid of snakes. The lessons kill me. Tanya, I have a picture for you. I love showing this picture to my students because I love the reactions it gets. And there are so many lessons on snakes. Here is my picture. So it's so hard because it's going, this one, there is me holding a snake. And I love showing that to the kids when we're talking about snakes. I get all kinds of reactions. I get, oh, I hope it doesn't eat you, or oh, like, wow, you know. So I love showing them that. I had one student who told me her favorite animal was a snake, and then I showed her that, and she was like, oh, that's so cool. Okay. Yeah. So Tanya, that was a if someone has a pet snake, I will hold it. So that was my cousin. He's a vet and he owns a snake. But I would never hold a snake if I found it in the wild. It has to be like somebody's pet. So, anyways, I've done, yeah. Teacher Kim loves snakes. All right, Kim, have you ever held a snake? Evelyn has a rubber snake you put around your neck and scream. That's good for the scared ones. They took pictures and were so excited. Okay. Oh, my daughters got to hold one this weekend. They took pictures, were so excited. Where did you go, Heather? And Tanya's afraid to have a rubber snake. Okay. The best thing you like about this job. Oh my gosh, I don't think I could limit this to one. Before I move on, Kim said, I've held so many snakes, my husband wants one. Okay. The naked mole rat is the worst. Yuck. Okay. I probably would butcher your name, L. Jankovic. Or do you have a first name you want me to call you by? Welcome. I have a lot of new people here today. I'm so happy. Heather said they went with their father and he took them to a friend's house. Okay. Yeah. All right. Laura. Okay. L. Jankovic is Laura. Okay. So, yeah, I like showing them that picture. That's why I keep this book right by my desk, too. Okay. So, where was I? The best thing you like about this job. Okay. Yeah, so many things. I mean, I like how flexible it is. We can make our own schedule. We can work from home. How I've been able to make money and have the afternoons free, to take my daughter to doctor appointments, being there for the kids. One day my son got hurt and they called me, and I was thinking, I'm so glad I'm home, as opposed to like when I used to have to go to work and I wouldn't have been home, when they called. Um, you know, I like that it's good money. I like the hours. I love the students and the teaching. There's so many things I like about this job. Um, what is the worst thing you hate about this job? I mean, like we all say the hours, although I will say I had another job in the past where I had early hours. So the hours didn't scare me away when I heard about the job, because I've definitely done it before, but sometimes when the alarm goes off and I'm tired, I'm like, "Ah," you know? So I'm, definitely the hours. Um, can you say anything in Chinese? Ni hao? Tai Tien, Jai Tien, goodbye. I don't know. Danny's gonna correct me later when she watches this. I know. Junya Kuai La, Happy New Year. One of my one on my dice game. So I have teach the teacher a Chinese word. Food. I'm probably gonna say this wrong, but food is like vu, something like that. I'll have to have more teachers teach me food. You guys, now I know why we need to repeat a lot. I need to repeat a lot. Okay. Evelyn teaches 5:30 to 8. Okay. I teach 5 to 10. All right. Have you been to China? No, I would love to. Um, Especially now that I'm doing this job and really want to learn, you know, I would love to go to China. I'd love to meet my students. Yeah, I'd love to see the Great Wall. I think I was telling you guys a few weekends ago how I was talking to an uncle at a wedding who had been to China, and just was telling me a lot of things about it. It would be so wonderful to learn Chinese. I mean, to learn Chinese and to go to China. Laura says, I'm learning Chinese with Yo-Yo Chinese and my kids do Lingo Bus. Yes, I've seen your videos. I haven't watched your latest one. I see you have one out. Teacher Laura there in the chat, if you guys want to subscribe to her. She has videos of her children learning Lingo Bus. And I don't have kids doing Lingo Bus, but I feel like by watching her videos, I learn things about how our students learn, but from the perspective, seeing it through the parent and the kids' eyes. So I feel like watching her videos about Lingo Bus and her kids learning help you to see it from a different perspective of how our kids learn. Teacher Heather says, when you have to learn Chinese word, these kids are brilliant. I know. Their language is so different from ours too. Different letters, different tones. Yo Chinese is awesome. I'm learning it there as well. Yeah, thank you. That's the goal. Good. Yeah, I think, and I've seen a lot of people share the last video you did, so I think a lot of people like them. Yeah, so those are my questions. So I challenge all of you. You can either do it on your live stream like I did, or you can make your own video to stand on its own of questions like this. I do it on my live stream because, you guys, this is all I have time for when it comes to YouTube. I saw a teacher the other day post on YouTube or Facebook that she took 6 hours to edit a video. You guys, I don't have that kind of time. That's why I live stream. I just come on here for like a half hour, 40 minutes, once a week, sometimes twice a week if I read the GoGoKid weekly report, and then it's done. Yeah. So I actually have to go at a certain time to drive my daughter to school, and it's almost time to go. So also, once I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away a $5 gift card, probably to like Amazon. I haven't even bought the gift card yet, so I'm open to suggestion. Tell me what you like. Say, oh, I like Starbucks, or I like this or that. I only need one more subscriber and I'll do the giveaway. And when I do the giveaway, let me know what topics you want to hear in my upcoming videos. I was also going to read some really nice like written feedbacks that I've gotten lately, but I've run out of time. I've got to go in a minute, try and drive my daughter to school. I'm happy you got to be here too today, Laura. Yeah, teachers, you're all amazing. Yes, every one of you are. And the rest of my friends, people go live every single week. I think Kim posted the schedule. Marianne is live tomorrow. My daughter's going to subscribe. Thank you, Marianne. Then I'll have 100. All right. Thank you. Yeah. So, anyways, you guys, I have to go. Good to hear from you. Thank you. Yeah, I will be on next week unless something happens. I'll do the GoGoKid weekly report tomorrow. And thank you for the new people that came too. Tanya, Lori. Yeah, thank you guys. I will see you next week. And Tai Tien, I know I'm butchering it. Goodbye.